Okay, this is a little review of solving exponential equations with logarithms, and then we're going to do solving logarithmic equations again. Okay, for the solving exponential equations with logarithms, the worksheet, you just have to do the backside 13 through 26. And again, if you don't finish these, I'll give you some time on Monday to finish these worksheets up. So, quick review. We're doing this. So first thing I want to do, whenever I'm solving an equation, I need to work my PEMDAS backwards. Okay? The exponentials, logarithms are going to come at this exponent level. So first thing I need to do is any addition, subtraction, I need to move to the other side opposite my exponential. I don't have anything multiplied or divided here. So now I'm at the exponents level and I'm going to convert to a logarithm. This is actually number 11 on that worksheet. So that's going to, when I convert to logarithm, that's log base 9 of 78 equals n plus 10. Now I'll subtract 10. So I didn't deal with this plus because it was in the exponent. So that fall in the kind of in the parentheses level actually, when it's in an exponent. So n is equal to log base 9 of 78 minus 10. Okay. And I'm going to use a calculator to do that. If you have a calculator that does log base nicely, you can do that. Mine happens to. Otherwise, remember log base 9 of 78. So this is negative 8.017 is approximately my value for n. Otherwise, remember this log base 9 of 78 can be done with the change of base formula. Log of 78 divided by log of 9. I'm using a base 10 log because every scientific calculator should have that. I'm also going to do number 12. Just for another example, pretty similar. I'll start by adding 5, get my exponential by itself. $59. I will convert to logarithmic form. So that's log base 11, this side 59, and minus 8. And then I'll add 8 to both sides. I should probably put a parentheses to indicate that my log is ending there. And then I'll stick this into a calculator to get a decimal. $9.7. It's 9.700. So usually I keep more decimal places, but since they're zeros, I'm not going to write it. Okay, solving a logarithmic equation. I'm going to do number 13 from the worksheet first. This is similar to what I did on the board, but here we've got a log on both sides. Since they're both logarithms, they're both base 10s, the insides have to be equal. Now I'm going to set it equal to 0, so I have a quadratic. And I'm going to subtract 16 and 2b from both sides. So my left side equals 0. This feels like I can factor -8 plus 2. So b is equal to -2 or 8. So I need to check them both. 8 should be good. 16 plus 2 times 8 is 32. 8 squared is 64 minus 32 is also 32, so 8 checks out. (16 minus 4), that's 12, that will work. -2 is going to be 4 minus 4 times -2 is -8. That's also 12, that's a positive number, so -2 checks out as well. And both of these are my solutions. Remember, when you solve logarithmic equations, you must check them. Okay, and now I'm going to do number 23. This one we're doing ln's, or log base e's. Now for this, there's no way for me to get this into a log. Well, there sort of is, but it's a little more complicated. So I can't get a log on each side, but I'm going to use my laws of logarithms to combine them. This minus here, since there's nothing in front of the ln's, I can combine them and get a division. Now I'm going to convert to exponential form. And just to be really clear, I'm going to rewrite the ln to make the conversion look a little easier. So that becomes e to the first equals what's inside. So I'm going to multiply both sides by my denominator. I don't feel like distributing, I'm just going to divide. So I'm dividing both sides by e to the first to move it to the other side. I'll subtract 2. I don't think I'm going to end up with another fraction. So I'm going to make 2 over e to the first, 2e to the negative first. The negative, I can bring this to the top by making it a negative exponent. And then I'll divide by 3. So my value that I'm going to get for this is x is approximately there, negative 0.421. So when I check, I do ln of 2 minus ln of 3 times negative 0.421, 3 times plus 2, and this should equal 1. And that's going to be a calculator problem. And because I'm doing it on the calculator, I can use previous answer. If you don't use previous answer, there will probably be a little round off error. Mine checks this out as true, so there we go. That's my solution. And that's a little review on solving exponential and logarithmic equations.